Hi, Lori Ballen out here in Las Vegas, and I want to talk to you today about building your real estate agent website. And let's talk about the new year 2020, going through the year, all of the things you can do. And truthfully, with YouTube videos, this will stay live for a long time. Whenever you're starting, now's the time to start. So this plan is technically valid anytime that you want to pick it up. Okay. So the inspiration for this video is I was having lunch with my brothers today, and I founded a digital marketing company a few years ago that I wound up giving to my brothers to run, because I realized that I just wanted to spend my day in teaching, coaching, and in testing all of my lead generation strategies rather than running the day-to-day operations of what that business needed, and they wanted to do that. So they still own it and I have an interest in it. Well, anyway, all of their products, I have an affiliate interest only, not ownership. All of the products that they build and the services they build are based on my strategies and the things that I actually do in my real life real estate business. And then I have several other businesses that I also use basically the same strategies to build and to monetize. So I want to talk specifically for real estate agents today and how you can generate more real estate leads through your real estate website. Okay, so let's just say you just got a new website and you're sitting there going, I don't know what to do. This is what Jeff brought up at lunch today. He said, Lori, I need a strategy for everybody that gets one of our new websites, because they build real estate websites at Ballen Brands. What are the steps they should take to build that out? And I immediately knew the answers. I said, all right, well, the first thing that I would tell you to do is set up your real estate market report. So every month you're going to generate a real estate market report. And basically that is a written report of the numbers. How many single family homes are there? How many condos? What are the average or median sales prices? Are prices up or are they down? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? How does this month compare to last month, or this time this year compare to the last 5 years? What does the distressed market look like? What does land and commercial, if you want to put that in there, look like? There's lots you can cover. Now, I've got instructions on how to create a real estate market report on my loriballen.com website. And I'm still always changing it and revising it. Sometimes I add new things. Sometimes I'll make an infographic. Sometimes I'll make a video. Regardless, every month there is a real estate market report being done, at least one. In my case, I also do individual zip codes and things like that, but at least one for your general area, okay? If you want to put it on video, you can put it on video and you can have it transcribed. Rev.com, R-E-V.com will transcribe your written word to verbal word, your verbal word to written word for $1 a minute. What's more is they created a software called Temi, T-E-M-I, that for 10 cents a minute, it will transcribe your video. So you can make the video and then go put it into written word and then kind of clean it up and optimize it after the fact, or have somebody over at Fiverr clean it up and optimize it. It doesn't have to be you sitting on the computer like I do. I happen to enjoy sitting on the computer. And I'm a real estate agent. Most real estate agents don't enjoy sitting on a computer. So there's lots of ways to do that, okay? Then what you do is, after you create the market report, now remember, your market report is geared towards showing everybody that you are the expert in real estate, you're the expert in your area, and that you are and that you're proving to Google that you're the expert as well. That's what I'm looking for, the word. So you're proving it to your potential buyers and sellers, and you're also proving it to Google. So I rank on the search engines for mine, and that is my goal whenever I'm creating a new piece of content, is I'm hoping to rank on the search engines, okay? From there, if you wanted to, you can there share that out onto your social networks. You could pin it and put it on Pinterest, make a bunch of different pins, keep that sucker running on Pinterest every month. You can share it to LinkedIn, to Facebook, to Instagram, to Twitter, to whatever your channels are, okay? You could create a very creative TikTok even if you wanted to, if you're into that. Lots of different ways to do that. Now, on your real estate market report, you're also going to have a lead magnet. So the lead magnet is here's something of value, and in exchange, you give me your contact info to deliver that item of value. So this could be an instant home value calculator. This could be, I use listings to leads. There's a link in this video for an extended free trial. If you use my link, I am an affiliate. I do benefit if you wind up making a purchase. And I use listings to leads. So I use their home valuation tool. So you could do that and have a call to action. You could offer a monthly market report delivered to their door. That could be your lead magnet. Your lead magnet could be a home seller's guide. There's lots of ways to do that. So your goal is to have something where you're generating some leads from that as well. So you're sharing that out on the social networks, and your goal is hopefully you're also going to rank on the search engines for that real estate market report. Okay, now what's next is I would now set up some community pages that are going to be your top tier pages in your area. So if you live somewhere where it's called Over the River and Through the Woods, then you're going to make an Over the River community page and a Through the Woods community page. You might have Northwest, Southwest, East, West, that type of thing. You might have major communities. In Vegas, where I live, they're called master plan communities. So we have Summerlin, Desert Shores, Green Valley, which is now a city, Mountain's Edge, Southern Highlands, that type of thing. So I would start with those. What are the main areas that if somebody were moving to your town that you would want to be talking about, okay? Now later you can drill down and go do a bunch more and do a bunch under that. But right out of the gate, I would get at least those built. However long that takes you. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could take you all year to do those. But those would be the next things I would do, okay? And then I would, if your town has a lot of zip codes, I know like if you're somewhere where you have parishes, a whole bunch of parishes, or you have a whole bunch of counties, here in Vegas, it's zip codes. We have dozens of zip codes. And they're kind of, we have this bunch of zip codes is in the south, and this bunch of zip codes is in the north, and this bunch is in the east. So I might either group those together, I might cover each one of those zip codes individually. I'm going to create a new page on my website, 89138 homes for sale. Then I'm going to create a little intro. Enjoy this list of 89138 homes for sale. Save your favorites, sort by price, size, feature, image. When you're ready to see a property, call Lori Ballen team, Las Vegas. And then I'm going to drop in an IDX, a little tiny piece of code that looks like gibberish that, boom, you hit publish and it turns it into this beautiful grid of homes. That's called IDX, okay? I use IDX Broker, and I chose them not because I had any kind of affiliate relationship in the beginning, because I didn't. I chose them because of the customization ability, the many options for lead registration. I just loved a lot of the tools with IDX Broker, and I stuck with them and eventually became a developer as well, building them into our real estate websites. I have a link below. If you want to check out IDX Broker, you'll save $99 on your setup fee using my link. And then my team over at Ballen Brands becomes kind of like a support, an on-call support system. Or you can just log on and build it all in yourself. My brothers at Ballen Brands, they do use IDX Broker on the real estate websites that they build as well. So you might want to talk to them first and see if it makes more sense for you to have them build that all together for you. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, I actually have a full video as well on how to build the whole thing by yourself. So it just depends on where you fall into that skill set. Okay, I've got options for all of that. All right, so we've done our market report. We're creating our community pages. Then we're doing our zip code pages or our parishes, that kind of thing. Counties, possibly. Then I want to get started on hyper-local marketing. So hyper-local marketing is when you blog about a very specific laser-targeted area. So local marketing is just going to be your city, like Las Vegas, and then hyper-local would be inside some of these communities or inside some subdivisions, or it could be the 55-plus community sections up in Summerlin. So the more targeted you go, the more hyper-local it usually is if you're going by area, okay? you could just blog locally too, depending on the size. So I might do like things to do in Las Vegas. So here's my 3 main categories when I'm blogging about hyperlocal. Things to do in. So the category, I'm on WordPress, the category is things to do in Las Vegas. And then everything underneath that will be all the things to do for free, things to do on a date, things to do for Mother's Day, things to do for Christmas, things to do when it's raining, things to do not in a casino, things to do for your 21st birthday, like da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's things to do. And then I have best of. So best of Las Vegas, and this could also be best in. So best pizza in Las Vegas, best casino, best theme hotel in Las Vegas, best roller coaster in Las Vegas, best place to get your nails done in Las Vegas, best pediatrician to take your kids to in Las Vegas. Those are all my bests, best in, best of, okay? And then I have my living in. So living in Las Vegas, the transportation. Living in Las Vegas, jobs. Living in Las Vegas, weather. Living in Las Vegas, cost of living. Living in Las Vegas, new construction, or the power plant, or the pig farm, or the this, that. Anything that is everyday living in Las Vegas. Those are my 3 main categories. So if you fall within those 3 categories, your holidays are going to fall in there, your special events, you can do evergreen content that's not time sensitive. Like I have living in Las Vegas, the airport, all about the airport, right? All about transportation, Uber, Lyft, the bus, the shuttles, taxis, limos, whatever. Those are going to be your living in. Those are kind of evergreen content that doesn't go away, okay? So that's going to be kind of my thing. Now, how much and how often is up to you. Once a month, you're going to do your market report. Now, on top of that, I'm going to give you more because I want you kind of to make a note. Maybe I'll do a PDF or something for you guys to download. You need to know those are like the staples. Now, how long? Those are forever things. Those are not like a one and done. So every month you might say, week 1, we do our market report. Week 2, we do our hyperlocal blog. Week 3, we build a new community page of some sort. Or besides community pages, you want to build out which pages like single family homes with a basement and on a golf course. And I build all of those types of pages too, because then if somebody does a Google search, that long tail phrase, home for sale under 300,000 with 3-car garage, single story in 55 plus community, those are the kinds of things I build out all those pages as well. You can't if you just leave it up to your IDX, you won't rank for anything. People can still search, but you're not going to rank on the search engines for those. So I build all of those out. They're super fast. They take me just a few minutes. Boom. Not a lot of content. Those are done. So those will be an ongoing thing, right? So that was week 1 is market report. Week 2 is hyperlocal. Week 3 is a community page or a home by feature, something like that. And now your 4th one. Okay. So now you need to build a buyer's guide and a seller's guide. Okay. So this would be like your week 4 if you want to divide these up into one piece of content each week. So a buyer's guide, you're going to sit down and you're going to create a guide all about how to buy a house where you live. So mine is how to buy a house in Las Vegas, and you can look at mine on ballenvegas.com. I cover everything. First steps, pre-qualification. What credit score do you need to have? What kind of loan programs are out there? What kind of programs with no down payment might you qualify for? What's a lender looking for to determine whether or not you might qualify for home? I have a huge segment on that. How much home can you afford? I talk about debt to credit ratio, debt to income ratio, general expenses, what you might expect coming to the table, who pays for what, sellers versus buyers, closing costs, all of that kind of stuff. I cover all that, and then how to choose a real estate agent, how to choose your property, what you need to know about going out and looking at houses. I've got all these tips on bringing it, video on your phone and taking notes and bringing the decision makers, that type of thing. So mine, by the time I got done with the entire process, the blog was about 12,000 words long. Okay. So that was first step. And I just took it one paragraph by one paragraph. What do they need to know about this? What do they need to know about this? What do they need to know about this? And I just kept going like that. And over time, I added to it as I thought of certain things, right? Now, again, you can do that all on video if you want to do it on video and have it transcribed. You don't have to sit and write it all if you don't want to write it all. Okay. You could do it in an interview format. Say, you know, to bring your millennial or Gen Z child, now they're getting old enough, they're going to start buying houses soon, and have them ask you a bunch of questions about the home buying process and record it. And then here's the question, here's the answer. Here's the question, here's the answer. That's okay to do it that way too. More like a fax, frequently asked questions. Okay. Now, once you're done with that, you're going to turn it into a lead magnet. So you're going to take the guide and you're going to go over to any kind of ebook creating software. You could buy templates. Canva, if you're using Canva for graphic design and whatnot, they have ebook templates. Gosh, my brokerage, KW Command, Keller Williams, just rolled out a buyer's guide inside of KW Command, which you can edit. So many ways to do this. You literally can just put it on a Word document, hit save to PDF, and put a cartoon character on the front, and you've got an ebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. My stuff's not fancy, trust me. All right, so now you've got that, okay? So now you've got your real estate market report, which is also a lead magnet. Get your monthly market report. You've got your community pages and all that, which have IDX, which have lead magnets, registration, if they're interested in properties. Now you've got a buyer's guide that's a lead magnet that you can make offers on, right? And then you're going to create a seller's guide that's the same thing, all about selling a house. And if you want to take that one step further, you could do an investor's guide, a home flipper's guide, anything else that would be relevant. Excuse the cat. Okay. Now you've got really 3 good main lead magnets. And let me just tell you, when you start getting into that hyper-local stuff, there's a bunch more lead magnet ideas in there too I have that I use all year long. Okay, so it's all about making sure you're generating leads, then you have a funnel, and how are you communicating with them, and what value are you offering them, right? Now, let me plus it. There are literally whiskers on the phone. Let me plus this by giving you one more one more way to repurpose that content that's gold. You turn that content into drip emails. So for example, your monthly market report now becomes a monthly email drip to your database. So every month, everybody's getting your real estate market report. And depending on what system you're using, like I use Infusionsoft, I can actually give people an unsubscribe option to unsubscribe to just that report or unsubscribe to all. So that way, maybe they say, oh, I don't want the monthly market report, but I like the buyer's guide emails you're sending me. Or I like the buyer's guide emails, but I'm not interested in the monthly market report because I haven't even bought a house there yet. You give them some options. Okay, then you take your home buyer's guide and you break that up into drip emails. If I've got a 12,000 word blog, that's 12,000 word mini blogs or mini emails, or I'm not going to even try to do the math. Divide that up into more. It's 24 touches. It's 30 touches. You can take that content and make amazing drip emails out of that. SMS text messages, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, pins for each little section for Pinterest. I mean, when you create content like this, it has so many places it can go. Okay, then you're doing the same thing with a seller's guide, and that's going to become a drip campaign for your potential seller leads that come in. Okay, so there you go, guys. In a nutshell, in summary, market report, community pages and homes by feature with IDX widgets, hyperlocal, things to do in, living in, best of or best in, home buyer's guide, the entire process, home seller's guide, the entire process, potentially investor's guide or flipper's guide, the entire process. Take each one of those and to make a whole bunch of pins for Pinterest, make a whole bunch of Instagram squares, stories, Facebook, to cut it all up and make them all into your drip emails and make them ebooks for lead magnets. That is the answer to success in having a real estate website that does more than just sit there and be a calling card, but actually generates leads and gives you a place where you can continuously provide value to your consumers. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Lori Ballen here in Las Vegas.